Other news, the Oregon quarterback Dante Moore is going to stay for another year, and I agree with this decision. I think this is a very smart, astute decision by him. Now, you're probably saying, well, wait a minute. He could get $40 million going to the Jets. He could, and then be a backup quarterback in 3 years. He's only 20 years of age. He needs more starts. As I've told you, only because, an NFL scout told me, I got to have at least 30 starts for quarterbacks. And look at all the decisions that have been made recently in drafts where you're drafting somebody who had a really good year, and that's all they played. You got to get at least 30 starts. Dante Moore goes back to Oregon, and he'll get paid well, get compensated. And, yes, is he passing up being the number 2 quarterback in the draft? Probably so. And when he comes out the following year, maybe he's a late first-round pick, but he might be going to a better team and having more reps in college. I think it's not being short-sighted. And being short-sighted would be, I'm just going to go into the NFL at age 20 and go to the Jets. That's a recipe for disaster. And in my opinion, him going back to Oregon, play another year, you had a terrible playoff game, and go back there and clean those things up. And I think it's a very smart decision on his part. Dylan Raiola was leaving Nebraska to go to Oregon, which really made things a lot more interesting because he's probably thinking, all right, let me get out of here. I'll go to Oregon, make some coin, and then I'll go to the NFL. Now, all of a sudden, it's, wait a minute. What happened? What did he know and when did he know it? Because this was a highly thought of quarterback coming out of high school, never lived up to the billing. He was the second coming of Patrick Mahomes, only in how he presented himself. But now you go to Oregon and you're going to be a backup quarterback to Dante Moore. Yes, Eden.
We do an early poll question. Would you rather be a starter at Nebraska or a backup at Oregon?
Wow. That is 5 minutes in, mean-spirited.
Hey, it's not me. Those are facts. That's verbatim what just happened. That's literally what
but
he just chose.
The guy who's going to benefit is Alabama's quarterback, Ty Simpson. He's going to be the one that probably is going to be a top 15 pick now, and I don't know if he's a first-round draft pick. He showed signs that were where I thought, man, this guy is smooth. I need to see more reps, man. What did he have? One season at Alabama where he started. I think he played in some games the previous year, but that's where you go. Would Pittsburgh start their search for a new quarterback? What do they have? The 13th pick in the draft? They would take Ty Simpson? Yes, Eden.
This is great news for Ty Simpson. It's terrible news for an NFL coach who doesn't know he's about to be fired next year.
Wow. Yeah, Paul.
The Steelers had the 21st pick of the draft. And the situation with Dante Moore, according to CBS Sports, Dylan Raiola offered to redshirt if he came back. So he was aware there was a possibility that Moore would come back when he committed to Oregon.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'd rather go where I'm going to start, not where I'm going to redshirt or be a backup. But Oregon's a great landing spot. He's going to get paid there. But now you sit. Yeah, Paul.
I think Raiola may be making a great long-term play. If he sits this year, gets his you-know-what together, has one great year at Oregon, Bo Nix parlayed that into a first-round draft pick. When he left Auburn, it was not going well. And Dante Moore, he could have been the number 2 pick. So I think long-term, great move.